Horror director Wes Craven said that Roy Frumkes and Rocco Simonelli know the film business like Dante knew hell. Roy produced The Sweet Life, a digital video romantic comedy which was directed by Rocco.
I recently spoke with someone who was working on one of the TV shows in New York, and that's not a major shoot. That's not like an X-Men 2, It's just a weekly TV series, and the camera crew consisted of 6 people, and that was considered average. Our camera crew was 2 people. But still, I would say you move quicker shooting digital video. Lighter equipment, faster lighting, moves along.
Well, there's a couple of scenes in The Sweet Life that are very much guerrilla filmmaking style, which you can only achieve easily with DV, or shooting in digital. One is the Sherry's motorcycle ride.
And the other is the scene in the subway
Right.
with Nicole Potter. Well, you're right, and yet, even though those scenes are more easily accomplished with digital, we still couldn't afford to shoot using our DV Cam Pal cameras. That equipment was professional equipment rented from Lyman Video. You're shooting guerrilla style, that is, stealing shots in the subway where you won't get a permit, or on the back of a cycle. You are risking having the equipment confiscated if the police happen upon you and don't like what you're doing and you can't talk your way out of it. So for those shots, we had to step down to a lower form of video. We used mini DV, a much cheaper camera, so that if the camera was confiscated, we hadn't lost our major camera, and we could wait a few days to bail that camera out. And mind you, no one notices.
Digital video cameras are so lightweight, we were able to build a safe, effective car mount for our camera. By simply clamping a camera to a board fastened to a car hood, we were able to get these shots. He would rather cruise the city streets at night rather than schmooze with the Hollywood elite, said one writer about filmmaker Abel Ferrara. His films, such as Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel and King of New York, starring Christopher Walken, were based in the darkest, meanest corners of the city. His filmmaking remains fiercely independent. We recently spoke to Abel Ferrara about his new film and about digital video.
Okay, so your new film,
The Go-Go Tales. It's set in a go-go club, a club run by Ray Ruby. It's Ray Ruby's paradise. Here's the key shot in the film. That is where his offices are, Ray Ruby, and he gazes down into the morass.
so what scenes would you like to shoot in digital video?
Well, here's the thing. We have TV sets. The point of the film, seriously now, is up in this spaceship office. The owner and his trusty accountant are watching the club through their monitors set up.
Have you ever shot in digital video before?
Yeah, we did a lot of digital in New Rose Hotel. That was I think, the classic case of, that was a case of surveillance. The thing about here, this isn't surveillance. Everyone knows these cameras in here. They're there to protect. New Rose was about surveillance in the future. We got into the structure of, pixelation versus, silver nitrate. And, we really dig it. I mean, we work on the computer, that's my daughter's painting.
I understand your film's money people want everything, including what's shown on the monitors, filmed in 35mm.
Yeah, it's so funny, you know what I mean? And we're making a film for a low budget. I mean, just the idea of digital,
There's no doorman watching the back entrance of the building in 35mm. It's ridiculous.
Right.
The whole idea of it is so ridiculous, So, I mean, you would hope that the introduction of digital would have people that make contracts like this think a little bit, and not, especially when they just get creative control, not try to handcuff us for the dumbest reasons. Why? Because they read a script that says we're going to be shooting some stuff off monitors. It's not to save money, it's because of the honesty of the story. You take it, Abel. You know.
Yeah,
more
no,
than
exactly.
anybody
What
else.
scares them off is the idea that you're liberating, a whole class of people to the giving them the ability to make a film, and you don't have to
Let's keep it real expensive. Even
Yeah.
if you got no money.
keep it so high, keep it protective.
A millionaire's sport.
The minute everybody gets, when they invented the press, I'm sure Gutenberg lived a life of hell. Once you give the means of production to the proletariat, all hell breaks loose. And right now, no one has the excuse. Films can be made. You know what I mean? And they will be made, and they are being made. You know what I mean? And ideas can be put out there now. And I know it as a generation of kids. We had the Super 8. We had that thing. We couldn't put the sound to the picture, and it used to kill us. I mean, we just wanted to shoot, sync sound so bad. I mean, and in the end, I guess it helped us that we were forced to discipline ourselves to shoot silent movies. We'll talk about how does the design change.
Okay.
Not at all. No change.
Because digital video stock and digital video cameras were so inexpensive, we were able to do several 3-camera setups in both films. For example, in Sharp and Sudden, we did a 3-camera setup on a helicopter chase. The first camera was on the ground at the airport, the second camera was in the cockpit of the helicopter, and the third camera was in the back of the helicopter filming the ground below.
We were making a little romantic comedy with one name in it, Joan Jett, who's not a major name. And the industry around the world has become pretty difficult. The world economy has affected buying of films abroad. Independent films are being squeezed out of the marketplace so that distributors around the world are unwilling to buy little films and open them in theaters. They really would prefer just to open them at home theaters, DV and video. And so if you're shooting in digital video and your main target is home theater, well then it's going to look great. It may not look great if it goes theatrically and blows up, and on a huge screen, but our target audience for this little film just was not theaters. That would have been a vanity project on our part if we thought that this thing was going to play all over the country in Cineplex, in megaplexes.
What advice would I give to somebody shooting a digital video feature for $20,000? That you just absolutely got to tailor your script to that budget and to the technology. Also tailor your script to what it is that you have available to you. I tell this to my students all the time, who are working on their student films, the idea that, really sit down and make a list of resources that are available to you. Who do you have that's a friend or a family member or a friend of a family member who owns a bar, who owns a restaurant, who a house, a country home.
Maybe you want to interview the caterer.
How did digital video affect the catering?
I like that. Okay.
Okay. Please follow club policies in the balcony. Keep it classy and clean. Management will spot check periodically. If you are caught doing the nasty, you will be banned from all our clubs, and your name will be posted on our wall of shame, along with a picture of you.
A wall of shame.
Yeah, Giuliani has nothing on.
Yeah.
Well, our boy is nowhere near that. Believe me, he will send anyone caught doing a nasty to nasty school. Yeah. Come to the club and she'll do the nasty with you. You know that she's nasty for sure.